Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Chris and we are playing Cities Skylines. And this is my city, Davino. So welcome if you haven't watched it before, but if you have, this is episode 44. Yes, 44. And for those of you who've watched the entire playlist, you will have noticed that actually there is one missing. Episode 42 is just not there. Well, what happened? Well, I can tell you what happened. I decided to make it a tutorial video of the bridge builder rather than actually making it part of the Tavino series. And weirdly, it has had the most views. Now, it's probably because it says tutorial and City Skylines, and there's been a lot of people watching it, which is fantastic. But I don't think anybody liked it, which is really annoying. And from that, nobody subscribed. So sad, nobody's actually subscribing. Anyway, never mind. I just did it for fun, as you were, people. Anyway, it would be great if you did subscribe. Brill. Thank you very much. And if you're watching this video, just do it now. Just down in that little bottom right hand corner is my little icon. Just click it, subscribe. Thank you very much. Anyway, what is episode 44? Episode 44 is, well, let's have a guess, shall we? Anybody? Yes, over there. Residential. Absolutely bang on. Yes, so we are putting a new residential area in, and it sort of goes through the small little island. So we went from one area across a lovely bridge over to another area, and now we are just building out a brand new long residential area. And why not? You know, we need people. There is a huge demand. If you look down the bottom, just where the name says Davino, there's a little green bar. For those of you who do not know, that is saying that there is a large requirement for residential people. I don't know why Tavino is like this. It's never been like it before. It has always been a little bit more between all three, commercial and industry, but for some strange reason, this one decides it's going to be. And I don't know if it's me, I don't know what's going on, but anyway, there you go. Anyway, if you're watching this, you will now see that I'm using TMPE Traffic Manager President Edition. I think it's 11.4, and I am just making sure that all the entrances and exits of this roundabout are correct, and that it is all aligned correctly to allow traffic to smoothly enter and exit. Very important. You can watch my videos. I talk about it a lot. I think I might have a tutorial one. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I do. And if not, well, you can always pop over to Biffa. He's got one lurking around, and I'm sure one of his 400,000 subscribers will actually, point you in the right direction. Anyway, if you wouldn't mind, thank you very much. And if you do subscribe, I will endeavour to shout you out. And I'd just like to say that I have taken a very, very long time to finish this particular bit of footage. I started June 20th, and I've finished recording the footage July 27th. Why so long? Well, I had other things to do. I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I have a job, and I actually have other hobbies other than just gaming. So that's what I've been doing. I have been doing other things. But anyway, here we are. I am now going to record the voiceover for this video. It's around 2 hours of footage, which I'm going to condense down to 15 minutes or less for your pleasure. And away we go. So let's go back to what I was recording earlier. Anyway, we are going to pop along. As you can see, I've made the main highway. The highway is linking the small island that I did in the previous episode, and you can see that the traffic is flowing quite nicely. But this is the place that I want to build my new residential area. And for this area, I'm going to try something called Parallel Road Tool. I've not used it before. I've had it for a really long time, and this is, I believe, an updated version. This is something that allows you to select a road, and then you can have something left or right in parallel with it, hence the name. And I'm going to use it for this residential area. This residential area is going to be quite large. Now I want to have a tram route around the exterior, and I want to have a road on the internal. So effectively, people can choose the tram and move all the way around the residential area, but there is also a route for cars. So here I am, I'm just trying to experiment, find the best thing, find the gaps, and away you go. So let's see how I get on with the parallel road tool. So the parallel road tool actually works really well. Now obviously I've got to get a road inside the tram, so I need to have the tram going over the top or the road going over the top. And to make that work I've had to delete a little bit and just tweak some of the tram road so it kind of sweeps out and away you go. And also I need to put in somewhere to allow me to access the tram depot. So let's just fill it with some sort of water so the residents can drink and flush their pool, and away we go and see how we get on. So totally by accident I came across something called the Mansions pack in the workshop, so I thought, you know what, down the end of the residential area where I've got this big loop, it kind of looks quite nice. I thought, why don't we put the mansions in the posh area, and away we go, let's put them in there, let's make them big, spacious, the rich and the famous and the wealthy and the YouTube stars and the reality stars, and everybody can go there and buy their massive house with the pools, and all the poor people can trundle past on the tram and look in. Oh, maybe they can't look in because I've put a load of trees to make sure that the rich people have privacy. Very, very important. Anyway, check it out. It's in the Steam Workshop. If I can remember, I will try to add the link to it in the description below. So it's time to put a little bit of zoning in, so you can see now I'm going to put some high density in the centre. I want to put some parks in to just make sure that the Sims are particularly happy, and put something in there to attract tourists. And it's obviously quite important. It also helps to have all these funky things in to make sure that all the houses do level up pretty quickly. So I'm just trying to make these things a little bit neater. I am trying to do a little bit more detailing. I am a little bit of a lazy bastard and I don't do as much detailing as I probably should do. But I am trying it. I've done a little bit of stuff around the mansions. I've done a little bit now around this. So let's see if I can continue this with the remainder of the Tavino episodes and hopefully go for something more detailed, a little less rushed in a future series. So one thing I do find actually pretty important when building a residential area is to add plenty of pavements to allow people to move from one area to the other, especially if you're using a lot of public transport. So I've got the trams, for instance, going around the outside. So it's quite important that people Sims have a method of getting from one main road to another main road. So I've been using the roads, which kind of are residential. They allow vehicles to go down, although slowly, and I also use some pavements. And you can see I've created all the roads in, so now I'm just putting the tram stops near each of those spots so people can get on and off of the trams and then quickly cross the road and walk along those pavements to their beautiful homes that I've created for them. To get the upgrades, to get all the houses to level up, it's important to put services in. So make sure you put education, and you've got emergency services and waste collection and all those important things. If you put those in, people will move in, Sims will move in, and their properties will go bing, 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 bing as they upgrade, which is obviously important for you to, get income and improve on just basically everything. Just get everything moving. It's good to get cash, more cash, get more cash. I wish my bank balance actually showed 17 million pounds. I want pounds, please. But yeah, it's all looking good, and it's important to put those things in. So I ran into a weird problem. So I obviously used a parallel road tool, and I put my roads along and I put my trams right next to them. Well, I could see my trams going around and I could see them stopping. I could see nobody getting on them. Now, it's just really peculiar. I'm thinking, what is going on? Well, the actual parallel road tools, I did have the road. I had a fence in between the road and the trams, and I just don't know what was going on. It just was not working. And I spent quite a long time looking at this. Now, what was really peculiar, I really don't know why this happened, but it appeared that one or two of the stops, although they were right next to the road, did work. So, okay, weird. But some of them, or most of them, did not. Now, the only way I could really look at doing or fixing this is, as you can see, is I had to move the tram further away from the road, then put a footpath across, and hey presto, the people could then move from the trams over to the road. Now, as you can see, I have done something that I think Samba probably said. I am using buses and trams. So the trams are going all around the circuit. The buses are doing some of the major roads in between the two sides. Not the small, narrow roads, but just the big ones. So they basically go from tram station, collect a load of people, and go across. This spot actually also has a metro there. So it's actually quite a busy location. And it was the one that I was really playing with to try to ensure that the people could move quite happily between trams and buses and metro. And I'm quite happy to say, after moving the trams away from the road and just joining it with a small piece of footpath, it did appear to work. So finally, after all the trials and tribulations of the trams, here is the finished residential area. So thank you very much for getting to the end of the video and watching the entire thing. It is most appreciated, because for those of you who don't do it, the time spent making the videos, editing it, adding the narration, all those kind of things takes a long time, and it's really, really good to see that people get to the end of the video and enjoy it. So on that topic, then if you do enjoy the video, why not hit the subscribe button? And if you've liked the video, why not hit the like button? And more importantly, if you want to get that magical YouTube email saying that Chris has uploaded another video for your entertainment, don't forget to hit the notification bell. So thank you for watching. I'll leave you with a video showing the residential area. But for the time being, keep yourself safe, keep yourself well, and it is goodbye from me.